The two managements, time and money, make sure you manage both of those, and then you'll be able to manage your career better, manage your customers better, and everything after that's gonna be gravy. As a salesperson, we have a lot to manage throughout the course of the day, right? We have a lot to manage. We gotta manage, our customers, of course, and we have to manage our ability to prospect and then take our customer through the various steps of the process. But there's two things that aren't mentioned a lot. One's mentioned about 5% of the time. I wouldn't even say 10, I'd say 5. And one's mentioned literally 0. The one that's mentioned 5% of the time, the thing that we have to manage is our time, right? Time management. You hear people talk about it, but they don't explain to you how to do it because they don't know how to do it either, which is funny. But I believe that people don't perform up to their potential. They perform down to their systems, and you have to have a system and process. Think about, the power of just writing it down, right? You think about some of those old school, guys in the gym, girls in the gym, they have the black and white composition book. They're writing down their workouts. It's not that they don't know what they're doing or remember what they have to work out, but if you can't measure it, you can't manage it, right? And they're writing down how many sets, how many reps, at what weight, the day they worked it out, the body part, they're referencing back to last week, right? They're writing it down. They're managing their time, they're managing their workouts, right? I use daily planners and a various number of things to manage my time. I quite literally never have to think about what I should be doing because I'm being reminded by apps and daily planners and different systems and processes. The only thing I have to think about is how to do that thing better. So time management, we hear that, 5% of the time. It's a buzz term. You'll hear about it on YouTube, you'll read about it, but your managers won't really show you how to do that, and I can teach you all of that, and I go over it in a number of videos. I'll give you a simple one, a simple way to manage your time. 3 steps. Number 1, brain dump everything you need to do that day on a piece of paper. Just brain dump it. No time slots, no order. Next piece of paper, separate it. Morning, afternoon, evening, right? Just you can literally get a white piece of Xerox paper, put 2 lines, morning, and then you have your middle, afternoon, and then you have your evening. Then from the brain dump paper, write down the things you have to do in the morning, write down the things you have to do in the afternoon, write down the things you have to do in the evening. All right, so now we're on there, right? We have our 3, time chunk slots. Then get another piece of paper, break it down by the hour. Start at 9 a.m. wherever your day starts and end it wherever your day ends, hour slots. Now take out of your chunks, right, your morning, afternoon, and evening chunks, and then assign them an hour time slot. That's a great way to do it, right? Bet one of your managers never taught you that. That one's free. Time management, we hear about it, nobody teaches us. But the other management that's never spoken about, and I believe is the most important in sales, is money management. They never talk about it. How much harder is it to stick to your process, to be confident, to not want to cut corners, to show up to work enthusiastic, to be motivated? How much harder is it to do when the rent's due in 2 days and you got no commissions coming in? You don't know where your next deal's coming from. It's so much harder, right? It's so much harder. And a lot of times people say, I'm not making enough money, No, you are making enough money. You're not managing it. You're not saving enough money. You're spending too much. Easy come, easy go, the fast life, right? Big commission check, spend it all, and then you got nothing in the pipeline, and before you know it, you're dead broke again. Like, money management's so important. I'll give you an example. This happens, professional pool players, right, are notorious for this. You have a professional pool player, they shoot pool, and they're on the circuit, right? They can beat anybody in the world. But you get that guy to go into a bar, right? They go into a pool hall, and they play against a hustler. They play against somebody that gambles on pool for a living, right? In bars, right? With the money on the line, big stakes. And all of a sudden, the professional, they clam up, they get tight, they can't play, they can't win, right? Because they're out of their element, the money's on the line, right? It's a different thing. You see with poker, right? Poker players playing for fun, all good. They start to play at higher stakes, their whole game changes, right? And that's what happens in sales. Money management, manage your money so you never have that pressure of, oh my God, I have to make a deal or the world's gonna fall apart. Now listen, I know somebody's gonna say, no, you need that pressure. The old timers say, I want my salespeople to have vices. I want them to always be broke. No. It doesn't work that way. That only lasts for so long, right? You want them to have enough to pay the bills, but you want to motivate them enough, motivate your salespeople enough to always want more. That's when you get max value out of that sense of urgency to make the next deal, but at the same time, being able to stay composed and being able to not panic, because here's what happens. If you're a salesperson, I know it, I deal with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of salespeople. When you're a salesperson and you don't know where your next deal is coming from in today's day and age because of so much information being available to us, you're automatically thinking, where's my next job? Not where's my next deal coming from, where's my next job going to be? You're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and really you're 2 feet out, you just don't know it yet. So Time management, 5% of the time, money management, 0% of the time. Both of those are super, super, super important. If you don't manage your time, you're never gonna make a career out of sales. If you don't manage your money, you're never gonna make a career out of sales because your brain's gonna say, this is crazy. I gotta get some type of security. I gotta go get a 9 to 5 or something, or I gotta find a new gig, and you're gonna be starting over and over and over again. So the two managements, time and money, make sure you manage both of those, and then you'll be able to manage your career better, manage your customers better, and everything after that's gonna be gravy.